6, number 2,
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K. Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou George.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good from Halliburton.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last time out, he had 38 points. Dort misses.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's got to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position into the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now, here's Halliburton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Dort passes to Holmgren. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Halliburton. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
From deep, Williams. The rebound by Turner.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Now, here is Halliburton. Last time, 14 points for him. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. And the Pacers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
The Thunder leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Wallace. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Mathurin for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by Miles Turner. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren sets the screen for Hartenstein. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Neesmith with the ball. Working on Holmgren. Neesmith, the pass to Siakam. Drains it from beyond the arc.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Now here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. Here's Dort. No good with the triple. Pacers trail by 6. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Siakam. The baseline jumper goes down. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Holmgren in the post. Just 3 on the clock. He lays it in. Holmgren's got 5 now. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across years.
Wiggins is out there with Williams, and it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Cason Wallace, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Now, here's McConnell. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And the Pacers, Doris, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Thunder with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. For Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Dort in for Wallace. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Walker, and Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside Turner puts up a three. Dort grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Mathurin against Caruso. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. A moment here now to see the numbers for Lou Dort.
And the stat to look at is his steal total. over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Turner with a screen on Caruso. Halliburton in the corner. 4 on the clock. A floater.
Yeah, you have to have awareness and focus. Gilgeous-Alexander looking to make an impact defensively.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Jalen Williams, lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They trail by 14. They set the pick. Pass to Siakam. Will it go? Buries the long-range jumper. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pacers trail by 11. Here's Halliburton. At the top of the key, Nembhard. Back falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Beyond the arc. Nembhard grabs the board. For Indiana, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the inside. Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. 1:25 left to play here in the half. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Leans inside, and again it's Indiana.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Dort. They grab their own miss. Here's Williams. Holmgren at the elbow. Outside, Dort. No good again that time. Pacers trail by 5. Neesmith, the pass to Nembhard. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. And he banks in the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome. Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage.
And now here's something that's... Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of this.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5. Offensive rebound. Pacers trail by 3. Siakam outside. For the tie. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey. Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
From Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Pacers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Back to Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, Dort grabs the miss.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And he can't get the first one. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Pacers trail by 7, and Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Thunder, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year. After an ugly 0-for-4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Pass to Dort. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 13.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Halliburton in the corner. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Turner. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Siakam against Holmgren. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. Not going to go that time. Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton at the elbow. To the middle. Turner inside. He's defended by Hartenstein. He can't hit that time.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pacers also changing it up. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And it's Mathurin missing. The Thunder leading by 8. Williams up on top. Toppin covering. Williams looking around. Pass to Wallace for three. Trains the three-pointer. Wallace has got 5 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
McConnell passes to Nembhard. And here is Siakam. Trying to get something going. They get it again. And another shot. Toppin finds Siakam. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Siakam's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, Pascal Siakam cooking right now. His focus is there, and his game is on point.
Williams, a screen on McConnell. Floats one up. Wallace misses. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 9-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Siakam against Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
The Pacers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Throw good, Siakam.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Outside Williams. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Aaron Wiggins, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Up top, Mathurin, defended by Caruso. Here's Toppin. Williams with the defensive effort.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Wallace against Walker. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. Now, here's Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by Caruso. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. Wiggins sets a screen for Dort. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Dort's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. Nemhard with it. Pass to Halliburton. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins, and it's Williams in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Pacers, Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And it's Neesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Halliburton. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
To the paint, here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now, here is Halliburton. Pass to Nemhard. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. The Thunder leading by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Second free throw, no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Holmgren wide open. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Siakam. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Thunder lead by 12.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Siakam passes to Turner. Siakam inside. Working on Holmgren. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one we'd like to have back.
Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Now, here's Siakam. Looking to get back on track here. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Chet Holmgren.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Second team foul. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 19 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Thunder.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.